well. Okay. Hey guys, this is Kaylee, that's Marissa. We're here to react to RWBY Volume 1, Episodes 2 and 3. Hopefully 2 and 3. We might just, depending on the camera length.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a mishap.
So what are you hoping for to see in this episode?
Blakey.
And this is called The Shining Beacon, Parts 1 and 2.
This is Kay and May Reacts.
I covered that already. Thank you.
You said mine was Marissa.
Yeah, I said Kaylee, Marissa.
But we're Kay and May. Sorry.
You see what I put up with? You see the insanity? Okay, anyway. We're starting at 0. This is not sponsored by Coke Zero. Not sponsored. I should emphasize that.
Okay.
We're starting at 0 on YouTube, but you can also watch it on Rooster Teeth's site because they are the amazingness of them. This is on their channel on YouTube, I should clarify. And 3, 2, 1, click. I'm so glad I have to go work till 4:30 tomorrow. I know.
I have to be at work by 7:30.
Yeah, but your job is watching one kid. And it's not that bad. You like the kids, so.
Sometimes.
You like your best friend that you babysit him for.
Yes.
See, like, shots like that aren't horrible. Like, there's some promise in this animation. And it does get better each volume, I should mention. Until they switch to entire engine and then it gets miles better.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's a thing. It's like a game of spot the main character.
Where's Waldo?
Where's RWBY? Beacon.
It's the university.
Basically.
What the heck?
That's an anime thing. They go chibi.
What's that supposed to mean?
Small.
Easy there, little sister. They're just weapons. Just weapons? They're an extension of ourselves. They're a part of us. Oh, they're so cool. Well, why can't you spin over your own weapon? Aren't you happy with it? Of course I'm happy with Crescent Rose.
She named her weapon
Really like
Crescent Rose.
It's like meeting new people. Get better. RWBY, come on. Why don't you go try and make some friends?
Now she's acting more like a sister.
Why would I need
That's just typical love, though.
Well, actually, my friends are here now. Yeah, wait, where are you going? Are we supposed to go to our dorms? Where are our dorms? Do we have dorms? I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Sorry. Do you
Weiss.
have any idea of the damage you could have caused? Give me that. This is done.
Oh, Volume 1
Mom,
Weiss.
you're terrified from the snake quarry.
She's very bright.
Are you, right?
She is pretty bright in this animation.
Water.
They toned that down, but holy
Good.
cow. She's a little too bright.
Is any of this sinking in? What do you have to say for yourself?
And if you didn't catch, that was dust that was in those vials.
Oh. Hence the sneezing. There she is!
This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about. I'm really, really sorry. You completely
That's also an anime trope.
what you're doing here. Aren't you a little young to be attending Beacon?
Well, she is 2 years
I
younger.
don't really like Weiss. She's kind of mean.
Volume 1 Weiss is very hard to stomach.
We're here to fight monsters, so watch where you're going. Hey, I said I was sorry, princess. It's Eris, actually. White Shani, Eris to the Shani Dust Company.
God, she's really white too.
Largest producers of energy.
Like skin-wise.
Yeah.
Finally, some recognition. This same company, infamous for its controversial labor forces and questionable business partners. What? How dare?
Oh, Blake.
Blake don't have time for your prissiness, Weiss.
And she doesn't tolerate it.
Just saying that I love Weiss, but she's hard to deal with this season. I'm talking to them.
So not the only one having a rough first day. So, what's up?
Yeah, she's off. Told you she's a loner. I called it.
Gee, I wonder how you could have possibly figured that out. Oh.
Hey. I'm Sean.
Ooh, I saw Kaylee's cheeks rosing a little bit. Is this a love interest?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if you want him to be, but...
He seems
All I'm
nice.
saying is that
He is
motion
nice.
sickness is a much more common problem than people let on.
Look, I'm sorry. Vomit Boy was the first thing that came to mind.
Vomit Boy, they still keep calling.
I called you Crater Face.
Hey, that explosion was an accident.
Oh, he's Vomit Boy.
John Arc, short and sweet. Rolls off
Jean
the
Arc.
tongue. Ladies love it.
Do they?
They will.
John Mark.
I mean, my mom always says that. It never.
My mom always says.
Mama said.
I got this.
She doesn't know how to react, so she's just like, hey, I got this.
It's also customizable, high-impact sniper rifle.
What?
It's also a gun.
That's cool.
That is a motto of the show.
I got the sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, I forgot a shield too.
So, what did they do?
Something I love is that his sheath is the shield.
What do you mean?
Like, that's where his sword goes.
Oh.
So when I get tired of carrying it, I can just put it away.
But wouldn't it weigh the same?
Yeah, it does.
Well, I'm kind of a dork when it comes to weapons. I usually did go a little overboard in designing it.
You made that?
Wow.
Of course, all students at Signal forge their own weapons.
Which means Yang also made her shotgun gauntlets.
My great-great-grandfather used to fight the horde.
Sounds more like a family heirloom to me. Well, I like it. Not many people have an appreciation for the classics these days.
Yeah, the classics.
Pure little cinnamon
So
roll.
why'd you help me out back there in the courtyard?
Yeah, why not? My mom always says, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
Oh my.
Hey,
What a perky
Oh, I don't
person.
know. I was following you.
He's just that lovable goof.
Kind of like the male best friend.
Sort of.
Recognizable landmark. Is that a no?
That's no.
Won't be by your hand. Alright. And we're just gonna go straight on to the next episode.
I don't know why Weiss is so mean. There's reasons.
There's always a reason.
I just thought maybe she's just prissy.
She's, and you hear she's an heiress to this new dust company.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She's a rich, spoiled, rich girl, but something's wrong.
you spoiled little rich girl.
What's that off of?
I know, I'm trying to think of it. I said it, but I don't know. You spoiled little rich girl. Okay, spot the main character.
Ruby, over here. I saved you a spot.
I mean, which one are you gonna go? You gonna go into the shadows, or are you gonna go to the bright yellow person waving at you?
Great. Where am I supposed to find another nice, quirky girl to talk to?
How's your first date going?
He has a crush on her.
You mean since you
He doesn't know her yet.
exploded? Yikes, meltdown already? No, I literally exploded a hole in front of the school. And there was a fire, and I think some ice. Are you being sarcastic? I wish. I tripped over some crabby girl.
Yang is kind of like more like a sister, but kind of slash
And
mother a little bit.
And then she yelled again, and I felt really, really bad.
She's right behind her.
Ew! Oh God, it's happening again! You're lucky we weren't blown off the side of the cliff. Oh my God, you really exploded. It was an accident. It was an accident. What's this?
Dust for
The Sheehan
dummies.
Company is not responsible for any injuries or damage
And other
to the safety of
inadequate
operating a
individuals.
Sheehan Company product.
Although not mandatory, the She family highly encourages their customers to read and familiarize themselves with this easy-to-follow guide to best application and practice in the field.
You really want to start making things up to me? Absolutely. Read this and don't ever speak to me again. Look,
Yeah.
sounds like you two just got off on the wrong foot. Why don't you start over and try to be friends, okay? Yeah, great idea, sis.
I love you, Yang.
Hello, Weiss.
Trying.
I'm Ruby. Want to hang out? We could go shopping for school supplies. Yeah, and we can paint our nails and try on clothes and talk about cute boys like tall, blonde, and scraggly over there. Wow, really? No.
Sarcasm, sweetie.
Sarcasm.
I'll keep this brief. You have traveled here today in search of
Hey, Oz.
Mm-hmm.
to hone your craft and acquire
I am
new
Oz, the
skills.
great. What is that
And when
movie
you're
of?
finished,
I was
you plan
spoiled
to
little.
dedicate
You
your life
spoiled
to the
little rich
protection of
girl.
the people.
What is it?
I will figure it out, I promise.
And all I see is wasted energy, in need of purpose, direction. You assume knowledge will free you of this, but your time at this school will prove that knowledge can only carry you so far.
Tea is my alcohol.
It is up to you to take the first step.
Fix your hair, Yang.
It's beautiful hair.
Negotiation begins. Are you ready? You're dismissed.
He seemed kind of off. It's almost like he wasn't even there.
I'm a natural blonde, you know.
Oh God.
Don't waste your time.
We don't care, honey. We don't care if you are a natural blonde.
It's like a big slumber party. I don't think Dad
Oh,
should
my.
approve of all the boys, though.
I know I do.
Oh God. She just growl.
She just rolled, yeah.
What's
Sean. Poor Sean.
I promised to tell them all about Beacon and how things are going. Aw,
I love her
that's
feet
so
up.
cute. Shut up. I didn't get to take my friends with me to school.
She has a
We're
little
not
corgi
knowing anyone
pillow.
here. What about
Oh my
John?
gosh.
He's nice. There you go. Plus one friend. That's 100% increase. Pretty sure Weiss counts as a negative friend. Back to 0. There's no such thing as negative friends. You just made one friend and one enemy. Look, it's only been one day. Trust me, you've got friends all around you. You just haven't met them yet. That girl. You know her? Not really. She saw what happened this morning, but left before I could say anything. Well, now you
Contain
can.
yourself, yeah.
Wait, what are you doing?
I love her.
I love Blake.
Each other.
They're all great.
That girl that exploded? Yeah. My name's Ruby.
She's never gonna live that down.
But you can just call me Crater. Actually, you can just call me Ruby. Okay.
She's Lumiere right next to her.
I don't know, help me. So, what's your name? Blake. Well, Blake, I'm Yang.
I'm
Ruby's
such a
older
big fan
sister.
of Blake right now.
I like your bow. Thanks. It goes great with your pajamas. Right.
See, Lumiere.
In the air.
It's nice.
The
don't you think?
candelabra.
Yes.
Oh.
It's lovely. Almost as lovely as this book
Oh, see it.
that I will continue to read. As soon as you leave. Yeah, this girl's a lost cause.
Okay.
What's it about? Huh? Your book. Does it have a name? Well, it's about a man with 2 souls, each fighting for control
Sparked
of his
an
body.
interest.
Oh yeah, that's
Nobody ever asked her that.
lovely. I love books. Yang used to read to me every night before bed. Stories of
I love the
heroes,
difference in her eyes when she looks up and
You're
when
one of
she's
the
looking at her
reasons I
book.
wanna be
You get the
artist.
different line.
Why is that? Hoping you'll live happily ever after? I'm hoping we all will. As a girl, I wanted to be just like those heroes in the books. As someone who fought for what was right and who protected people who couldn't protect themselves. That's very ambitious for a child. Unfortunately, the real world isn't the same as a fairy tale. Well, that's why we're here. To make it better. Oh, I'm so proud of my baby sister.
Yeah.
Just punched right in the face.
Ruby Yang, it's a what in the world is going on over here? Don't you
And this is the
realize
first time all 4 of them are on
this is
screen.
Oh, not you again! Shh, guys, she's right. People are trying to sleep. Oh, now you're on.
Sorry you had to witness this,
I'm always on
Lumiere.
your side. Yeah, what's your problem with my sister? She's only trying to be nice. She's a hazard to my health.
I mean, to be fair, Ruby has blown her up, so
But she was mean to her even before.
I know. I'm just trying to say, to be fair, she caused an explosion.
And my obsession with black is enhanced.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, like I said, not much went on in these episodes. I mean, we could also do like 2 more since they're so short if you really wanted to.
Yes, please. I'm
Okay.
addicted. I can't help myself. God help me.
I think we have a Ruby fan.
Not Ruby. Blake. Blake is my spirit animal.
RWBY.
Yeah, but no, just Blake. I'll just take the beat. That sounded so bad. Like
You could've
B as in Blake.
You could have said another letter and that would have been just as bad, but okay.
No, but she's just lover.
So you want to go ahead and do like the next 2 episodes on the same video, or do you want to split it up?
I don't care.
We'll probably split it up so that way it's, you know. But we gotta talk about this episode.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Ask your questions.
Weiss and Blake.
Okay.
Your thoughts, basically.
Light and dark.
Yeah, I can do it. Black and white, yeah.
Polar opposites. I think they'll be really good friends though, because opposite people tend to get along better just because they're different, I guess. I mean, look at you and me.
Yeah, no. There's night and day.
We are, but we get along so well because I mean, if I was the same way as you, I think we would clash more.
That's what I've always said. Is like if everyone was the same, the world would be the most boring and no one would like each other.
All in all, I think Blake doesn't have time for. I feel like okay, like in this situation, I feel like I'm more like Weiss, and I'm just like, oh, freaking out over the little things. Where you're like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Chill out.
I would I can't say really how far, but Blake is.
They're polar opposites.
They are polar opposites a lot in the personalities, where Blake seems to be more calm and collected, and Weiss is very high-strung at this moment. Something you'll note, like I mentioned while we were reacting, is that Blake mentions that she is the heiress of the Schnee Dust Company, who, is like one of the largest contributors of dust,
right?
Of the, power source, basically, in the world. So
and they're probably filthy rich because, I mean, everybody wants dust.
Yeah, and you don't call someone an heiress unless there's some money behind them, usually.
Yeah.
And she also mentions that they are known for their controversial labor forces and shady business partners.
Which is the animal people. Right? It plays into it.
Yeah, basically.
That's what my mind is putting it together.
That is a possibility, yes.
What are the animal people called again?
Faunus.
Write that down. Write it down, Willis.
I think, I just wrote right. I'm going to write Faunus right next to that.
So I remember the word. Okay, Faunus.
It's just a fun word to say, honestly. Faunus.
Sounds like phonics.
And Blake at first is just like, hey, I see this woman being a B word over here.
Mm-hmm.
And even though...
It's like, give the kid a break a little bit.
And she is Weiss Schnee, so I'm going to go over there and just make a fool of her real quick.
Yeah.
And then skedaddle.
But it's so awesome because she doesn't even have to put much effort in it. It's like in her baby fingers. I love that.
And you'll notice that Weiss gets real defensive about it. She's like, how dare you come in here? And I'm like, and that's just...
Light and dark, they're going to clash also. I mean, not as much, but I
just
feel
ideology-wise, they're probably going to clash a little bit.
Yeah.
Next is Jean Arc.
He's annoying, kind of.
That is usually... He's supposed to be that lovable side character that's kind of like just the best friend.
I feel like he has secret crushes on, he just wants, to find a girlfriend, honestly. And I feel like he's kind of put his sights on Ruby, and he's annoying the crap out of everybody.
I really don't think he's actually focused on Ruby.
Just girls in general?
Not really even just girls. The comment that he directed, it was a reply to when Weiss was like, hey, this blonde pretty boy over here. And so he immediately goes over to Weiss and is like, I'm natural blonde,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, no one asked.
He tries too hard.
He's very much a tryhard, and that's kind of tying into his character, but he's also based off of Joan of Arc.
I didn't catch that. How did I
Joan
not?
of Arc.
Joan of Arc, which that means he's gonna be very powerful later on. Joan of Arc was a major leader.
She was. And remember, these are just inspirations for the characters.
But they're
they don't always. They don't. And I'm not saying for Jean specifically, but just for any character, they're just kind of inspirations to kind of play off of.
But it's not. They're not going to be completely. They're not going
to be one for one. Like Goldilocks didn't have shotgun gauntlets.
No.
So just gonna say that right now.
But she's also not scared of bears.
No, she
in the original story, Goldilocks gets scared of the bears.
And there was a line you said. I do before we go. Jean, I do like that his weapon is a simple sword and shield. That kind of plays into his character a lot, and I love that his shield is also the sheath for the sword. That's always been something I found really cool, and no one ever talks about it.
I know. I noticed because you made a point to tell me.
Yes. No one ever talks about it. When they're doing reactions, they're just like, oh, that's not good, la-di-da. And I'm like, no, look at that. That is ingenious. What the hell?
I was kind of surprised that they all made their own weapons. That was really interesting.
Most do, yes. Except for Jean. His is a hand-me-down. Which again plays into his character, but we'll talk about that later.
He's poor. Probably. Nothing against it.
I don't really know. I don't really know if he is or not, honestly.
Anyway, like a Ron Weasley.
Then Oz makes this speech while they're on the thing. It's like, hey,
and he's not himself.
I think that's kind of a reference to, the man behind the curtain or whatever kind of thing, where it's like he's
I
thinking
see
about
that.
other
Okay.
things or whatever. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I think that's just the reference. They're all in the same room. Weiss is coming in being like, hey, you blew me up. I think you need this. And Yang's trying to play peacekeeper, and which I love to death. Just assume that everything Yang does, I love.
I know. I don't get
sorry.
it. Yang is probably my least favorite.
I know.
Is that weird?
No.
That just shows how polar opposite we are. You like the peppy girl, but you're more like Blake, and I'm more like the.
I also have more context for her. So, because I didn't like her at first either. I liked aspects of her, but she wasn't my favorite character yet.
I think she's really sweet, but I think she needs to take it down a notch.
There's a line that Ruby has that ties into what you said at one point, where she's like, yeah, Yang used to read me stories before bed.
Oh, when I said she was kind of like motherly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally get that vibe.
Yeah. I just love that little line, though, because it's like, so, if Yang was the one reading stories, what happened?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that.
Could be orphans, or mom and dad might not have been home. Don't know.
Yeah,
There's a story
but
probably in
it basically, it implies that Yang was there a lot.
She's the older, like, motherly sibling.
Mm-hmm. Again, one of the reasons. Beautiful girl. Beautiful soul. Yeah, that's basically, I just love that the first frame we have all 4 girls together in the same frame.
They're all fighting.
And Roy's just like, meh. And Blake's just like,
can you guys move? You're stealing my life.
and the funny thing is, before Weiss came over, Blake was starting to get interested in the conversation. She's like, Blake, Yang, Ruby,
She
it's
was
nice
ruining
meeting you.
it. Like,
And Weiss is, and she's just like, okay, I'm done. Okay. Like I said, these episodes are really short, so there's not a whole lot to get into.
I really like what they did though. Like Weiss and Blake. Blake is very black. Weiss is white. And Weiss, like when you see a bright light, it's like boom right in your face. Where like if you're in the dark, it's just like really like calmer, like a calmer kind of thing. So I kind of like how that kind of played into the characters. Also, it was interesting to me. Anyways, that's what I kind of gathered.
Yeah, if you watch, if you watch the backgrounds too, there's also like little hidden references like Lumiere's, Blake, Belle. Yeah, but I guess that's it for this episode or this reaction video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll
do a couple of videos at the same time. So if
We're
wearing the
backlogging
same,
and- we're gonna be wearing the same thing for a couple more videos at least.
yeah.
So,
But when we change, it'll be a new day.
it'll be a new day for us. She's like, I just need to know more.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
We finished the last video basically 23 minutes ago, and we immediately went, I want to watch the next one.
Yes.
We both were like, gotta watch it.
Yes. So we'll probably be doing like one more video of 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And then I think we'll be done for this visual day.
This recording session.
Yeah. And then you guys will probably get some more
soon.
Yeah.
My
soon.
schedule's a little weird because they like schedule it by week and say, hey, you have to work these many days.
My
or
schedule's
whatever.
set, hers, it depends. And whenever she's off, we'll take a day, probably once a week or once every 2 weeks. It don't matter.
I'd say like I usually
But you
have
get like a
at least
flood
2
of
days
videos.
off.
Yeah.
So
She has at least 2 days off, so we'll try to do it like once a week or whatever.
or both days I'm off.
Yeah, it don't
depending.
matter. Like I'm
Yeah.
all about it. I want to watch more. I really want to watch more. It's gonna be a struggle not to
I'm
peek.
so happy to
but I'm
hear
not
those
going
words.
I'm really excited. Like Blake is my favorite though. Favorite person.
Yeah, I'm totally for that.
All right.
Well,
Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys.
and we'll see you next time. Adios.
Bye.